Hello, my name is Gus Searcy, the president of Master Voice. I'd like to thank you for your inquiry about the dealer opportunity at Master Voice, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about our product and our company, the Master Voice Butler in a Box. Master Voice is the first company in the world to produce a machine that can see, hear, think, speak, and has a personality definable by its owner. He's quadlingual, he can understand up to 4 languages simultaneously, and he can speak any language on Earth in 15 seconds. He just plugs in the wall and requires no special wiring of any kind. He can control computers with no modifications of hardware or software, and in fact, electronically speaking, can operate everything in a home under 4 modes of operation: by time, by touch, by situation, and by voice, the ultimate communication between man and machine. Many of you may remember the movie 2001: Space Odyssey, in which there was a computer in it called the HAL 9000, a completely human interactive machine. And many of you have watched Star Trek for years, in which they had the computer that they would routinely talk to on their missions. Master Voice has created technology that makes the dreams of the future the reality of today. Master Voice has created a product that eliminates the need for many of the things that are in the home today the way we know it. 15 years ago, there was barely remote control television, and today there are remote controls for your remote controls. And now, for the exclusive dealers of Master Voice, there is one product that replaces all of them: the Butler in a Box. Thousands of units have been sold over the last few years, and Master Voice has received a large amount of publicity. In fact, in the last 24 months, we've been in every major magazine, newspaper, and TV show in the United States, from Good Morning America to Two on the Town, and from Playboy to Vogue. Recently on ABC, they have a show called The Home Show, who did a story on us. Let me show you that show in case you missed it.
Show coming to you today. I'm Gary Collins.
I'm Dana Fleming. We're going to kick off the show today with Will Schreider.
Hello, Will.
Hi, Dana.
Hi, Will.
Hey, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of intimidated by a house that's smarter than I am. I visited a fully automated home that operates completely by computer and uses less energy than a regular house. At least you still need me to do the windows, though.
Automated house? I mean, this thing can do everything?
Not that I know of. No, I did. I went to a home, and the inventor, Gus Searcy, who took 2 of his interests, magic and computers, to create a house that really looks after itself. Watch my butler in action. Mr. Collins.
You again?
I'm home.
All right, wait a minute.
The house that talks and thinks is the brainchild of professional magician Gus Searcy, now the president of Master Voice Systems.
It started as a result of a tease. I'm a professional magician. I belong to a place called the Magic Castle in Hollywood, and my friends used to tease me, you're a magician, you got to get to turn the lights on. What kind of magician are you? And I thought, you know, they're right, a magician shouldn't have to get up to turn the lights on. And as a result of that, I decided to create the illusion of an invisible magic genie.
What makes this house so smart is this voice-activated control center that sells for about $3,000. It works by communicating through your existing electrical lines with plug-in modules that cost about $15 each. Can you give me any specific examples of how you save money?
A lot of people tend to think it's a toy because it seems so cute and what you can actually see it do, but it's much more than a toy. These are copies of our utility bill. When we first moved into this house, without making any changes at all, we were spending $22.01 per day. So by the time it got control of the house for the entire 30-day period, we went from $22.01 per day down to $10.19 a day, so cutting our utility bill more than in half.
The savings of electricity are a result of the system only operating what is necessary at the time, like heating and air conditioning, and turning off lights or appliances that are accidentally left on. Gus has also drastically reduced his water bill by incorporating water sensors into the system. These tell the main computer to water only when it is absolutely necessary. Another feature that is of particular interest to the physically challenged is the use of a telephone to control any of the system's 250 functions.
If I had one of these in my house, it would probably start like this.
At 6:30 a.m., the system would turn off my electric blanket and wake me up by turning on some music. Hi-ho, opening the drapes and putting on the bathroom light. It would start the coffee brewing at the same time and turn on the kitchen lights. At 8 a.m., I'm off to work, and it turns off any lights I may have left on, and it does some household chores for me, like vacuuming the pool and watering the plants. Later at night, it will turn my blanket back on, close the drapes, and turn off the heater.
You can also give it any name you wish. HAL from the movie 2001, the HAL 9000, most people call it HAL. The second most popular name is more intriguing, though. The second most popular name people call the product tends to be their boss's name. I guess there's something therapeutic about coming home at the end of the day, calling out your boss's name and saying, "Yes, master, back to you."
Well, Gus, thanks a lot for showing the house. It's certainly pretty smart, and it certainly showed me how I could save some money on my electric bill. I got to get out of here now, but I was curious, do you have like a favorite command?
Yes, I actually do. Watch this. Cassandra,
May I help you?
party time.
Okay.
I started working in radio, and then, well, Gary Collins came along and put me on the home show, and it's been a Cinderella story ever since.
Really?
Really. You know, you were really much thinner in person, Cassandra.
Yeah, I was trying to pick up the box.
No, we figured that out.
You found a friend.
met
You
an-
found somebody who talks to you.
That's right.
Is this thing totally wireless?
You bet it. You bet. Wireless, it uses your electrical wiring that's already in
Yeah,
your
right.
house. In other words, this is the black box. This is sort of the brains of the thing. Then these modulars. This is a modular and module, and you plug like your coffee pot in here, and then you plug this right in the wall. So you're not using any wires other than what's in your electric wire.
Now, what happens if there's a complete power failure? Does this still stay on and keep its memory bank?
Yeah, it has a battery and backup battery, so it'll remember everything. Of course, if your power goes out, you got no power in the house.
No, right.
Well, I know, but if you
you
had
don't
to
want it to erase
reprogram
all
the
Oh,
that
no, yeah,
programming.
it won't, yeah, it won't lose the
Okay,
voice.
and then also you can hook it up to your alarm system, or it can be an alarm
It
system?
can be an alarm
What's the deal?
system, yeah. If you come in the house, it has a password. It'll say, what's the password if somebody opens the door. And if you don't know the password, then it's going to call the police department. It's going to be hooked into your alarm system. Like if somebody comes in and says, you get the stereo, I'll get the television. Well, who? No. Unless
At
that's
least
the
you're around
password.
back. Yeah, that's
You know, I
pretty
was
good.
fascinated. It is a little upscale, 3,000 for the entire system. But from what Gus Searcy says, this thing will pay for itself in less than a year.
Yeah, if you have, it's really an energy efficient system, and it'll cut your bill literally in half. I mean, you're going to water less. You're going to have the house heated only when you need it to be. You can call by a phone, and on your keypad, you can turn your heater off if you're not going to be home that night. It has, 101 uses, so all of these things basically save you a lot of money.
No,
That
that's
is great.
wonderful.
All right,
You can
Will,
program it to do your washing and late at night when utility bills are lower. A lot of uses.
I like that thing about monitoring when the thing needs water. You're outside, because I'm sure we all just
Yeah,
waste a
that's-
lot
it's
of
Put a
got
water.
a
sensor
lot
in
of
it.
good
If there's a lot of morning dew, it senses that and doesn't sprinkle.
Great. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
plus
stay with us,
it
by the way.
listens to Will.
Yeah, that's right.
This is Charles Gibson.
And Joan London.
Tomorrow, talking serious baseball, a preview of the playoffs.
Also, Jackie Mason will stop by, and then later in the week, Fred Savage and Herbie Hancock performs on Good Morning America.
And now, stay tuned for Match Game.
The media and the public like the Butler in a box. As you can see from the publicity that we get, it's quite impressive. Master Voice in its 7-year history is experiencing the fastest growth rate that we've ever had. There are several reasons for this. One of them is that Master Voice has identified over 5 major markets for our product. The markets are as follows. One is what I'll call the high-tech toy market, the enthusiast or the early innovator, the first person to have the cellular phone, the color TV, the VCR, the CD player, and so forth. The second market is the computer industry, since it has the ability to control computers and front-end computers with no modifications of hardware and software. The capabilities of this technology is almost limitless. The third market for the product is the home automation industry, both new home construction and also the existing home or the retrofit market. It's in this market that the greatest savings for our product can be achieved through the ability of energy conservation and energy management. The fourth market for the product is the security industry, since the Butler in a box and its systems can act as a full security system, and as the world becomes crazier, the need for security becomes more apparent. This is another major market for our product. The fifth market, and most significant for our product, is the medical industry.
You may consider dog to be man's best friend, but modern technology is changing that. Brian Glazer introduces us to Charlie and the man whose life it is changing.
Paralyzed, afflicted by multiple sclerosis, Peter Parsonese pushes his electric wheelchair with his chin. Since 1983, this is the only device this disabled accountant can operate. Everything else out of reach, but no longer thanks to Charlie.
Charlie,
May I help you?
table lamp.
Right away.
Charlie is actually a microchip Butler, trade name Environmental Control System, a device capable of activating almost every electrical component in the Parsonese household. Charlie has shed new light on Peter's life.
I got very much down. I didn't care to do much of anything because I had to be helped on. It was a different style of life altogether.
And now that this device has come into your life?
I'm able to do what I want to do. Charlie,
Did you call?
radio.
Okay.
Charlie,
Yes, master.
TV time.
Okay.
The Voice Control Center networks itself with a series of plug-in modules such as this one. It runs about $20. The Voice Control Center costs $1,200. Total price in this household, $2,000.
Labor is an ongoing expense for insurance companies. This is a one-time deal. If an insurance company is willing to pay $2,000 for this equipment now, it would pay for itself in probably a year or two's time.
Alex Pazak is battling with insurance companies and the Veterans Administration to reimburse disabled persons for the cost of these electronic butlers, a device capable of even placing telephone calls.
Charlie,
Yes, master.
telephone.
Right
My
away.
greatest fear being home alone was if the fire broke out, how would I get help?
Charlie can help Peter place a call for help, but can't help him escape. Only a cure for multiple sclerosis can put Peter back on his feet. Brian Glazer with the news in Albuquerque.
For the paraplegic or the quadriplegic, this can be a sense of privacy, independence, and reduced health care costs, and in fact, an entire new way of life. Master Voice is looking to establish a complete dealer network throughout the United States and the world to go after these 5 major markets. These exclusive dealers will have at their disposal the complete Master Voice support, which includes information bulletins, our 800 number, and a full co-op advertising program to assist the dealers in their local advertising efforts. Recently, in conjunction with one of our distributors, an advertising commercial was made for one of the 5 major markets. Let me show you an example of what co-op advertising has accomplished.
Dear Master Voice, the independence that I have now has given me a new freedom.
Dear Master Voice, tasks that were once tedious have become routine. Now I have time for more important things.
Dear Master Voice, I've never been comfortable living alone, but I certainly feel more secure now.
Independence, time, security. What is it worth to you or someone you love? Call us today to learn more about the world's first environmental control system that responds to voice commands. FDA approved.
As you can see by the commercial and the tape that you saw previously, there's an exciting new world of home automation that's available. Master Voice took a look at the industry and decided that if we didn't do this, someone else would. And we decided to be the one that did it first. If you're the first in any industry with a new product, you have the best chance of success. If after viewing this tape you're interested in a career in home automation and having the independence of your own business, please give us a call at the number shown below. If you are selected as a Master Voice dealer, I look forward to personally meeting with you and having you join the Master Voice family of dealers.